Hey everybody, it's me, Ian. Welcome to Anime Talk. Now, I need to make a quick announcement. I'm not going to release these episodes consecutively. As you can see, I failed at doing that from Attack on Titan, which was uploaded Saturday, and I have uploaded the Fullmetal Alchemist one as I promised. But it was Mother's Day, and then it was the weekday, it was the week, and I'm really not in the mood to record stuff because of a whole lot of drama that's been going on. So you better be lucky that I'm actually doing this video right now. I'm not even doing Fullmetal Alchemist because I'm not ready for it. Right now I'm doing Death Note. So just enjoy it. Here we go. Death Note is made by the same people who made Attack on Titan. Or should I say Attack on Titan is made by the same people who made Death Note, because Death Note came first. And Death Note is pretty good. It's only 37 episodes. Attack on Titan is still going. So I probably shouldn't have made my anime talk on Attack on Titan yet, considering it's still not over. So I'll make a season 2 on that. But Death Note's over, so we can talk about that. Mild spoilers throughout the review, or throughout my talking about it. So, for the 3 of you who haven't watched Death Note, here's what it's about. There's this guy named Light. He's a high school student. He's in the top of his classes. And, he walks one day and he finds a Death Note just drop into the human world, onto the ground. He picks it up and he reads his rules that are inside. And it's that if you write the first and last name of a person, they die. You have to be thinking of their face while you write down their names. And if there is no cause of death written after the name is written, the person's name you wrote will die of a heart attack by default. And there are other rules and stuff that we see throughout the show. And yeah, so Light finds this, and each Death Note is owned by a Shinigami, a death god, or a god of death, a Shinigami. And this Death Note belongs to this Shinigami named Ryuk. And he's the owner of that Death Note. He dropped it into the human world, and now the person who holds it is watched over by Ryuk until they eventually die. And they die by having the Shinigami write down their name. And there's this deal that Shinigami, that Ryuk wants to make. It's that, Light wants to rid the world of crime and evil and bring justice. And, Ryuk wants to help with that by giving him the Shinigami eyes, where he can see the names and just people's full names and the day that they're gonna die on top of their heads with the Shinigami eyes. But the thing is about the Shinigami eyes is that they half your lifespan. So if you live on for another 2 days, you only live for a day. If you live on for 20 years, you'll probably live only for 10 years. That's if someone doesn't write your name in the Death Note. So, we sort of want to see if Light will accept the deal or not. And another thing is that people are wondering who this guy who's killing all the crime and murder is with, just random heart attacks. So they start calling this mysterious man Kira, but in reality it's Light. And Light's father actually works for the people who are trying to find out who is Kira. And after that we get introduced to one of the main investigators, L, who is this guy he always sits like this. Like, he'll sit on a chair, he'll just sit like this. And he's always eating sweets. He says that because, high blood sugar rush or something like that, and sitting like that will affect the way his brain works, and it'll have it on top priority or something like that. I'm not sure. I just want to say Els is probably my favorite character from that show. And yeah, after a while, they never find out who Kira is. But there, but at one point, there's another Kira that shows up. And I'm gonna stop right there because that's when the show gets interesting, when the second Kira shows up. And there's also, there's a lot of main character deaths that happen throughout the show. One of them happens right in the middle, or around episode 20-ish. And you're just gonna be like, they killed them off? They killed them off? What? How is the show gonna go on? And then that character comes in, and you're like, cause the show was better with that character before they, and then, we get those two new characters. So yeah, what do I personally like about the series? I like the art style. The art style is really good. It's like a sort of dark tone, I love the design of Ryuk. I love the design of, a lot of the Shinigami gods. Because at points we get to see what it's like in the Shinigami world. And, it's pretty cool. It's sort of like dark. It's sort of like purgatory. It's like Limbo, basically. I think it is Limbo. It's Limbo. But, another thing is, the show can be it can be funny at points with Ryuk. He's a pretty cool guy. Or god of death. He has this obsession with apples. He compares it to people's drugs. It is the Shinigami drug. Eating apples. And, another rule. Only people who hold the Death Note or touch a Death Note can see the god of death. So while Ryuk is following him, no one else can hear or see him. But they can still hear Light, talking to Ryuk, so it'd kind of be weird just talking to yourself. I mean, I talk to myself when I'm playing games. Does anyone else talk to themselves while playing games? God damn it, 8 minutes are... What? 8 minutes? Well, I've been talking for a while. Let me wrap this up. What don't I like? What else do I like? I really like Elle. Elle's a pretty good character. I really like Light. Light is sort of the guy who seems like he's a good guy, but in reality he's actually not really a good guy, sort of. And, we have some other characters. Second Kira is pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And then, we have Light's family, and you have the investigators. And, yeah. It's pretty cool. So, yeah. What don't I like? It's pretty obvious what I don't like after that one character dies. And then the show continues with a time skip. Now, I'm not one for time skips, but when time skips are merged into the story, like in Attack on Titan, I like it. And when time skips are only near the end or something, like in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, I like it. But, what with, this being right dab in the middle. I mean, if you can continue on the main central story after the time skip, good for you. But if you're gonna kill off a character, one of the main characters who was a really good driving force for the story, and you're just gonna replace them the next episode with a time skip nonetheless? To be honest, Death Note kind of lost me at that point. After that episode, after the character died, it kind of got uninteresting. And I kind of didn't want to know what was going to happen until the very end, where things kind of picked back up again with a third Kira. Or not really a third Kira, but Something along those lines. So yeah. In conclusion, Death Note is a really good anime. I really had a fun time watching it. Kind of lost me interest on the second half. But overall, it's really good. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's one of those must-see animes that you must watch. It's on Netflix. Pretty sure it's on Crunchyroll. I saw English dub. English dub was really good. It's really funny. It's really dark. It's really good. Just go and watch it if you haven't already. It's one of those must-watch animes. Go watch it. That's going to be it for me today. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, why not consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you all next time. See you then.